What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you that are hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those of you stopping by watching the replay, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. So when we do these live chats, you can take part. Sorry, got a minute late or so. I was finishing up filming the collection video that I promised you guys. So I was literally taking pictures for the thumbnail, and I looked and I saw it said it's showtime. So my bad for running a minute or so late, but appreciate you guys being here. Let's start it off like we always do. Scent of the day. Since L'Homme, Le Parfum. Let me adjust the focus so you guys can see that a little bit better. I have to say, I'm working on a review for this. The sillage is immense. I've had it on for almost 3 hours now, and this stuff is no joke, guys. This stuff's no joke. It smells pretty much in the air like the sillage. I smell myself right now. It's nonstop. My nose hasn't been wearing out from it for almost 3 hours straight now. I just have 4 sprays on my neck. I left my arms available to spray whatever's in this package, and stuff pushes, man. For $29, it smells just like Le Parfum. We're going to work on a review later in the week, but yeah, this is the real deal. This is legit. Dare I say a better designer clone than F Le Parfum even was. Fragrance World's been doing some justice with these designer clones, I have to say. So let's get caught up in the chat, see who we got here, who's wearing what, and so on. Frank, good to see you wearing Chrome Intense. I think it's my favorite in the line, but I haven't tried the Parfum yet. If you like the Intense a lot, it's probably because the Parfum's pretty different, a resinous green fragrance. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Don't get me wrong, it grew on me really fast, but compared to the Intense, I would take the Intense probably. Depends on the situation, though. Noah, good to see you. Argos Porom, smash the like on the way in. Let them know, Adolfo. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely hit the like on the way in. We got 29 likes and 70 people. We can definitely do better than that. This is the first thing I do. Like is the first thing I do. I appreciate that. Frank Montrese is in the house. So no Omas to join the stream. He's literally on a plane right now. He's on the road. He's been having some live events that he's been doing. And I talked to him yesterday. He's not going to be able to. He's watching. He's watching right now. He knows we're live. He's told me he was going to watch. He's going to be on the plane while this is live. So he said he was going to watch. I don't know if he'll say hello in the chat or not, but just know he's watching. He's lurking. But yeah, I appreciate him. He sent me a bag for, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, guys. A lot. So we're just going to pick maybe 4 or 5 because there's definitely way more than that. And then tomorrow I was just going to do a random Q&A, and we'll probably do a few more from the package. So if I was to go through what I'm guessing, because he showed me his giant hand full of decants, there's at least a dozen in here. It would be a super long live stream if I was to do them all. But Portrait of a Lady, was able to get my nose on most of the line today. Synthetic Jungle was also stunning. Thoughts on these? No thoughts whatsoever. Aqua Cinzali Blue, you can't go wrong there. Gentleman Reserve Privé from Montrese. Climatics in the house. What's going on, big dog? Oh, yeah. W Omos. I don't know what W Omos means. Hello, gang's all here. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Diorum O. Juan, you're wearing one of the greatest of all time when it comes to fresh iris. Joel's in the house. Sean Connolly, good to see you, my man. Nemean Lion in today, so it's my scent of the day. My package should be here tomorrow. And then Thursday, we have the live stream with Christian. Noah signed up for 4 more months and hit me with Juan's tagline with the incorrect spelling of yeah. That's Juan's little signature where he spells it like that. So shout outs to Juan, Fatboy Fragrances, and I appreciate you, Noah. Definitely check out Fatboy Fragrance for all your decanting needs, guys. Sorry, Ross. Well, God, that was ridiculous last night, huh? How about them Cowboys, huh? Jesus Christ. Fragrance World, Pepper So Spicy. Got to love that name. Josh is in the house wearing H24 Eau de Parfum. Can't go wrong there. Bad Boy Extreme, finally cool enough. It's starting to cool down here. The highs have been in the high 80s. It's starting to creep down little by little. Kyler is somewhere crying in the corner. Yeah, no shit. For those of you that need context, Kyler is a Giants fan. So, Fragrance Fraternity wearing Hugo Reverse. Dan, not the man, the best name on YouTube. Sauvage EDT. I mean, hey, some people would hate on it. I'm not going to because I like it. I like Jasada Ambassador more, but I definitely like it. From Comme des Garçons, 99 degrees for Antonio, okay? Akoya by Vetiver Parfums. Old Spice Hawk Ridge after a full shave. Appreciate you, Ishmael. Eau de Fer by Vilhelm, but discovered Cedra Superfluid. I guess it's fluid is how you would say that because of the E. Never heard of this fragrance and was blown away. When you get to the house, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe at some point I will get to it. Sphinx First Date. That's actually one of my least favorites. It's not bad. There's not a single bad fragrance from Sphinx. It's just one of my least favorites. There's some I like more. That's all. Dolce Amalfi is on its way. I've heard so many good things about that as far as citrus. Man, that bottle's gorgeous too. Like that gold yellowish translucent bottle. Man, that bottle looks beautiful in pictures. I've never seen it in person. Can't wait to smell that spicy, juicy fruit smell. Yeah, I'm kind of envious, man. I've heard such good things about that fragrance. YSL Loam, timeless. Sonder Scent. What's going on, big dog? Wearing triple X. All right. Second Soul for DJ. For those of you that didn't know, Justin's episode on the Cologne podcast just came out. So I don't know how many of you follow the Cologne podcast on Spotify. I don't know how long it's going to be before they put it on their YouTube channel. It's usually a little while. But if you want to hear his episode on the Spotify page for the Cologne podcast, it went up today. I listened to it before I did the collection video while I was waiting for the time to come, because I got back from the gym and I was done eating and everything by like 12:30. So I've just been killing time getting a bunch of stuff done, listening to Justin's episode while I was waiting to go live with you guys. My bad. Popular Fico being delivered today. Going to see if I like it. Well, speaking of Justin, he's a big fan of that one. Sunset Right by All Saints. Trussardi Reflesso. I've heard good things over the years, but Beach Life. Don't forget to take a moment to remember those that lost 22 years ago. 9/11. Indeed. Thank you for bringing that up. Where were you when it happened? I was in 7th grade in homeroom watching it happen live on Channel 1 News. That's where I was. Never forget, like they say, right? It's hard to. I don't think anybody ever could forget. Big part of our history in this country. But thank you for bringing that up. Indeed. King's King remixed. Dedrick's in the house. Hope all's well. Looking forward to seeing what Omas sent you. Send a day Dior Homme. I'm assuming 2020. I think you would have said 2020 if it was 2020, though. I'm assuming. How about them Cowboys? Well, look. We were live, which you seem to have forgotten about, but we were live talking fantasy for the noon set of games. And we were having a good laugh because we were watching the Colts and the Jags, and boy, it was looking bad for a little bit. And I was like, oh, if they lose handily to the Colts, I am getting on the Sports Desk podcast to rub it in their faces. But he pulled it off. They pulled it off with a good win. That was a competitive game. I think that was my favorite game to watch on Sunday. I mean, we were watching Red Zone, but the Jags-Colts game was probably the best game on TV that day, on Sunday, I think. That was a really good game. Wow, I saved that in my eBay a few weeks ago, but didn't buy one. It took 7-10 days, not 30. Oh, wow. Good to see you, Ombre Leather, and it's so good. I agree. AM's in the house. Got Aqua Essenziale Blue and love it. I appreciate the update and the super chat, AM. I'm glad to hear. So for those of you that need context, he was asking me about it in live stream about within the last 2 weeks, I would say, was asking my thoughts on it. And I mean, you'll never hear anything negative about that fragrance from me. We actually spotlight that. Well, I spotlight that in the collection video that I just filmed, which that'll come out in like maybe tomorrow. I might put that out tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, I'll probably put that out tomorrow because I'm doing like individual reviews every other day this week because the channel members voted for more individual reviews this week. So we're putting out, that's why we started this week with an individual review. So, but AM, I appreciate you letting me know, and I appreciate the super chat, my man. Love your show. Burberry Hero EDP. I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you very much, my man. We're almost at the 10-minute mark, so we're going to bust this package open here in just a second. Feels good to be 1-0. Go Birds. That was a competitive game, surprisingly. The Panthers and the Falcons, and then the Buccaneers. How about Baker Mayfield, huh? There was a few really competitive games. Saints game was a shit show. But we want a win's a win. Scent of the day, Imperium. Excellent choice. I'm off Ventana. Still smell it. Beast Mode. Saints fan 04 Who Dat, by the way. I know you said you probably won't make your own fragrance, but if you do, I wish you would please make it all year round Who Dat. So I'm not physically perfuming anything and mixing oils myself, but my second fragrance was Zaharoff on the market. It's called Evening Mystique. It's literally right there. It's right there. If you go to Zaharoff.com and go into the Z Creator section, you can buy a sample for $5 and experience it for yourself. See, Denim Alex in the house. Gentleman EDP. Eternal Coffee from Paris Corner. That's a great fragrance. Indeed, Adolfo. Indeed. Aqua de Jo Absolute. That's a great fragrance too. Good to see you, Luis. Tarathi Blue. That's a great fragrance. Profondo. Boy, you guys are killing it today. Y'all are killing it. Soul Cafe. I've heard so many good things about that one from Savoir Faire. First time. Wow. Kind of better than Ultramale. It is. That's like the one that I recommend the clone over the original. That is the one. Another one wearing Aqua de Jo Absolute. Hell yeah, you guys are killing the game today. I was in the library at Southern Miss. 2020, so it was 2020 Dedrick's wearing. How about them Jags? There we go. Jet Black Platinum. Let me get caught up. Break out the Vanilla Ooh today. Got Burlington 1819 and Tony Iommi, My Oh My. Well, I don't know how Tony Iommi Monkey Special smells, but and Burlington 1819 is special. Pink Panther's in the house. Sold Batik by Morsk. What's going on? The meat. Yeah, the meat has arrived with Dan. I was a senior in high school in class. 9/11 happened. Spice and black vanilla layered with some Afnan incense. That Boss Elixir performing pretty well, sillage and all. Indeed, somebody didn't watch my full review today. If you're asking me about how it performs on me, that tells me you did not watch today's video, because today's video is the full review on Boss Bottled Elixir. Jason, what's going on? Another one wearing Imperium. You guys are smelling fresh. Vertex, Apex Clone Twist, and Paracorn. Oh, Rifaka, that's phenomenal. Kalan, happy my Niners starting one. That's the main topic of conversation from Sunday's football stream. For those of you that aren't subscribed to TLTG Vlogs, my other channel, you got to be subscribed for 3 days to be part of the live chat. We're probably going to do it again for week 2. If you want to come hang out and talk fantasy and talk football, not just fantasy, but actually what's going on live in the games as it happens. The Niners are going to be scary. It's going to be, if barring health issues, it's going to be 2 of these 3. Cowboys, Eagles, Niners. 2 of those 3 are probably going to be the NFC Championship game. And I really feel like it's the Niners to lose against the Eagles, because the Eagles are going to be there. It's pretty much between the Niners and the Cowboys. And all the Cowboys fans are about to come out the woodworks and say it's the Cowboys. I get that. I understand how you guys work. Blind faith no matter what. You know, even if y'all were starting 7 men on offense, y'all would say y'all got a Super Bowl chance. I get it. I know how Cowboys fans' minds work, okay? But yeah, y'all looked phenomenal last night, first and foremost. Literally, the Giants were getting praised preseason coming into this, and Cowboys shut that shit down quick. So I got to say, they look great. We'll see when playoff time comes, because that seems to be the Achilles heel for the Dallas Cowboys at the playoffs. Always have a stacked roster. They're good. They look dominant. Really, really stout. Eagles, man, not Falcons. What Omas got. Oh, yeah, it's time to get into it. Let me scroll ahead a little bit. Scroll ahead, find a decent little stopping point to where I'm not too far behind. CMC sure looked pretty. Basement Dweller, NFC Least. Jesus Christ. So, all right, where is a good spot? Hello, Ross in chat. Wearing DS and Durga. I don't know what. Hell yeah. All right. So that'll be a good stopping point right there. Let's go ahead and bust this open. Let's see what all is in here, shall we? Shout out to the Nigerian Giants for sending this my way. Holy God, yeah, we're not doing all of this in this video. Ooh, it smells good, though. Man, there is a lot in here. He wasn't playing. We got wrapped up bonbon samples. Bunch of them. A bunch of decants, some samples. My God, we're just going to pick a few things. Let's get an idea of what's in here first. Good Lord. Smells incredible here. Y'all should smell this sillage. So Sutton Place from Bond Number 9. I've never tried. There's a lot of Bond Number 9s I haven't tried, so I'm pretty excited that. So is this a flanker to Centerpiece? Centerpiece Natural, which I have Centerpiece. I have a decant of Centerpiece. I know I'm very familiar with Centerpiece. There's a lot of bonbon samples in here. What else we got? Madison Square Park. Okay. Wow, there's like a collection of bonbon samples in here. Soho. I'm just going through the bonbons first. Jeez. So New York. There's more. Nomad. Put the mouse over here. Pour some of these out a little bit more. Let's see what we got here. Gold Coast. Nolita. It's like half the house of Bond number 9. New Bond Street. We're trying that one for sure. Let me put that to the side. Wall Street. We're putting that to the side. I've been wanting to try that one. And that's it for bonbons. Just to give you guys an idea. We spread that out. That is 7, 8, 9 bonbons alone. That's pretty impressive. Thank you, Jordan. that's a lot, man. So FOU. That's not fucking fabulous. From Tom. It says Tom Ford, but I don't know exactly what that is. Let's put that to the side. Let's see. Let's get an idea of what else we have here. Roja Parfums Elixir for women. I have been wanting to try that. We're going to put that one to the side as well. We'll pick out like 5. Let's see what else we kind of random. We'll find something really random. So we got a bunch of low fragrances, but let's see what else we got first. Beverly Hills Perfumery, Unique. I've tried a bunch of stuff from them. Absinthe Boreal from Maison Crivelli. Maybe we do that one. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Wonder of You from Altaia. Altaia? I think I'm saying that incorrectly. I'm trying. What can I say? See what else we got from Memo. Corfu. He's got all kinds of stuff in here. Essences Incenses from Diptyque. That would make Joe, on average Joe, very happy. Oh, you definitely had some leak action going on in here because some of these labels, you can tell they got perfumer's alcohol on them. What is this giant one? Un Oud from Obvious Parfums. It's a 9 ml. It's a scent splint decant. Put that to the side for right now. So we got 3 for sure that I definitely want to try here in this live stream. A lot of these I'll have no idea what they are because the ink can't. Oh, this is why. Because this snapped and went everywhere in here. That's what the bag smells like apparently, but that's okay. That kind of shit happens. You can't have a bag full of decants and expect everything to survive. Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm. We're going to try that one. So let's put the bulk of these to the side for now. What's this? That's a lot right there. And I had sent a piece, so it's actually 10 bonbon samples. We're going to grab Sutton's place as well. So that's going to be the 5. So 3 Bond number 9s for sure. I'm pretty excited that he hit me with these Bond number 9s. I get caught up a little bit, so I'm way behind. 49ers all the way, all day. Chill on us, Ross. Come on now. Go, Pat, go. Jordan Love did look really good. Better than I thought. I actually picked against them in the pick and pool. I thought Justin Fields was going to have a better performance. Believe in Hurts and Nick. We're going to do great. Haha, that's package and a half full. Yeah, for sure. 5 grams a day. Yeah, that's just standard stuff. Speaking of Joe, so he heard me say that would make Joe very happy. So Lilabo Mer 55 on one arm, Gaiac 10 on the other. I bet you smell good. Love on average. Patch rocked it in Vegas, and man, did it turn some heads. The return of the unaverage one. Here we go. Early Christmas. Yeah, seriously. Factory. Oh, he's here. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian giant Omas. Currently on a flight, but watching. Told you guys. So he's on a plane. Jesus Christ, Jordan. So one of these low fragrances busted, and a lot of these labels weren't able to survive. So I don't know what like a quarter of these are because that low fragrance snapped. Let me show you which one. It's down here. There's a piece of the glass. There's a piece of the glass. Move that to the side. Where's it at? The one that snapped. There's another piece of glass. Here we go. So this bad boy didn't survive and went all over it. So a lot of these are, the ink came off. But I have to say, man, I sure appreciate the 10 bonbons. Good Lord. So we're gonna do 5 for this one. Tomorrow I'll pick another 5, but we're doing 3 of the bonbons. We're gonna do New Bond Street. Been wanting to try that Sutton Place, been wanting to try that, and then Wall Street. And then we're going with Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm. And then Roja Parfums Elixir. I've been wanting to try the women's fragrance. So I guess we will start with Sutton Place. We're going on skin too. We're not playing around. No decants. I mean, no test strips. Why did I say no decants? There we go. I've always liked the way they package them and call them bonbons. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me. So give a spray, wave it off for a second. Throw that away. Okay, a lot of perfumers alcohol still. I got to give it a second. Eric's in the house wearing Paragon for the first time. Straight fire. The Femme Ford, maybe Fougère d'Argent. It could be. It could be for sure. Diptyque, yes. Oh, so it is Fougère d'Argent. Okay, I do need to try that. Justin's been raving about that. Traded mine for 100 ml of Adonis Awakens. I think he won in that deal. Yeah, Centerpiece is really nice. It's one of their many takes, well, multiple takes anyways, on Aventus. So let's see. We scroll down. So yeah, hey, I was right. Yeah, you were. I'm surprised I was able to smell St. Kitts even after using Barbasol shave. What can I say? Great aftershave as well. So this is nice and spicy and woody. Much more mass appealing than I thought it would be. Let's pull up the notes, because I don't know what to expect here with Sutton Place. High ratings, fresh, spicy, fruity, woody. There you go. Lily musk, pineapple, bergamot, amber, blackcurrant absolute, jasmine, leather, patchouli. It smells super woody, but there's no woody note. So that's weird. That's super weird. But I can see why this gets love. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like a challenge in any way. I get the leather, a lot of fruitiness. It's fruity, fresh, fresh, spicy. I get that robust leather smell, but I also get a woody nuance here that's unaccounted for. That leather's coming out more and more. Really adds a lot of depth to this scent. I think it'd be pretty basic and generic without the leather accord. I think that's really giving it some character. That's something you could wear every day. Every day, no matter the season. It's fresh enough, yet, has a thickness to it to where I think it'd be fine if you just want something on the fresher side in the cold weather. This is an everyday kind of fragrance. It's nothing special, though. I have to say, it's not special. Mass appealing with some depth, I think, is the way I would categorize it. Very nice. This is one I could see myself wanting a bottle of. Again, not special, but not special doesn't mean I don't want a bottle. Out of like 1,400 fragrances, I probably have 900 that aren't special. Special's a very specific category and set of praise, Scroll down a little bit. Papa Smurf's in the house. Fougère d'Argent is a must try right there with Reflection 45 in terms of how much I love it. Well, considering I'm only smelling one right now so far, that's an interesting question, Dylan. First time in a while, can't go wrong. Sutton's Place, pretty amazing. Like I said, I don't find it easy everyday wear. Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. Again, it doesn't remind me of a bunch of other things, but it smells like a not so unique scent profile. I think what lends it the slight difference to just being generic is that leather accord. Fruity, fresh. I really don't get much floral. That musk, I believe to be, that's adding some of the cleanliness to this. It does have a little bit of a clean, musky feel. Kareem's in the house. Good to see you, Kareem. Jumping in late. We're not that late. We're 25 minutes in. He's unwrapping Christmas. There you go. Sean Connolly. Other Dubai fragrances from Bond Number 9. Well, I'm limited with my experience on Bond Number 9. That's why I got so excited, so bright-eyed when I saw there was a lot of bonbons in here, because I don't have a lot of Bond Number 9 experience. I only have 2 bottles, and I've only tried like 4 fragrances from them. Now 5 with Sutton Place. I do like this for every day. I might have to look into getting a bottle of this one. Always Late Cinnaday Penhaligon's Legacy of Petra, one of the most incredible, warm, sexy, and sweet ambers I've ever smelled. How's no one talking about this? Blows my mind. Oh, Moss was already in the live. Didn't want to. No, he's not here. He's in the chat because he's on a flight. He's doing live events. He's on the road right now, so he wasn't able to make it with me. Moss in the house. Okay, so here's a good spot. Sutton is Cedrat Boisé with leather. So Cedrat Boisé has leather, but it's not prominent like this. But I totally get where you're coming from. If you were to intensify the leather on the regular Cedrat Boisé, not intense Cedrat Boisé, that makes complete sense. I see where you're coming from. I like this. I like it. Don't love it. If I was going to give it a first impressions rating, I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. Very good. Great everyday wear. Super versatile. My kind of stuff. It's not mind-blowingly good. That's why it can't have a higher rating than this, but it is really good. It's really, really good. I might have to seek out a 50 ml of this one. So the plus and negative to this is Omas is now going to cost me money from this, because I'm going to find stuff I like, and I'm going to go to buying some friggin' bottles. But it's good I get the sample first because of the generosity, so I definitely appreciate you, my man. So let's go to this next. Which one is this one? New Bond Street. Let's do New Bond Street, shall we? I've heard nothing special left and right about that fragrance. I'm going to be my own judge, but I have not heard too much good about why sell myself. So here we go. New Bond Street. We're going right on top of the wrist by the watch. Out in the air, a little chocolatey. That hit that I got, the whiff I got, came across a little chocolatey and delicious, a little delectable. Let's get some of that perfumer's alcohol waved off. Ooh, this is the tasty smelling fragrance. Like a chocolatey, spicy type of smell. I get chocolatey. Could be patchouli. I don't know, but spicy for sure. This. New Bond Street. Yes, this. Okay, this one's got more of a wow factor appeal to it to me than Sutton Place. Sutton Place, very nice everyday wear. This, much more situational and cooler weather seasons, but has that oomph to it that just grabbed me. Immediately when I caught a whiff, it grabbed me. I like this one a lot. This one's going to be a higher rating. Okay. Let's see. Why is it not coming up? New Bond Street. I'll try actually typing the word out. New Bond Street. There we go. Gourmand. Yeah, no doubt. Sweet, spicy, smoky, and woody. Bergamot, lily of the valley, pepper. So there's my spice. Cocoa. There's my chocolate. Chestnut, coffee bean, sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli, leather wood. A leather wood accord. This is freaking great. I'm trying to say less F words on these live streams. I can't promise anything long term, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be conscious of it. This is incredible. I really like this a lot. And I'm very situational. Like, I got to be in the mood for a gourmand. I love to smell them. I don't necessarily love to wear them. There's a difference in sniffing on it and enjoying it as an olfactive experience versus going through my day smelling like that all day. I don't know how much I would want to wear this all day, but in the wintertime, that's specifically when I like delicious fragrances. And even then, it's not an everyday thing. It's more situational, especially when we have something to do in the cooler weather. That's kind of when I like to wear gourmands. That's what I would want this for. First and foremost, check out the red cheetah print looking going on right here. Interesting looking bottle, but it smells fantastic. 8.5 out of 10. Great for New Bond Street for me. This is awesome. The problem is I would wear Sutton Place more. So Sutton Place warrants a purchase more for me, but I have so many that even then it's not necessarily going to be a ton of wearings for any of it, you know. Where was I? Rodrigo, what's going on? Hope all is well. Cartier Declaration d'un Soir. Definitely wait for the dry down. Longevity. Oh, I'm not staying here for dry downs. We'd be here for 8-10 hours. Yeah, we're not doing that. Herba Pura Magica from Sospiro. Okay. Hello, good to see you. Let's see, for me, woody, spicy, leathery oud, winter, fall. Cheers, mate. Good to see you, Jonathan. Let's see, who's football team? Adopt Dubai Palace, smelling near as Tom Ford Tuscan leather. My recommendations for a very cheap price. Noted. Ordered apple brandy on the rocks. Costco had an amazing deal and couldn't pass on it. Looking forward to getting it this week. Hell yeah, hope you enjoy it. Rick's in the house. YSL myself is very special. Right up there with Tom Ford Black Orchid Parfum is the only 2 fragrances I've ever returned. That's how special it is for Rick. I've heard very underwhelming things about it. Ooh, that coffee's starting to settle in a bit more. A little bit more woody. This is warm, chocolatey, spicy, sweet, but not sickeningly sweet. Yeah, it's 8.5 out of 10. This is fantastic. New Bond Street is fan-frickin-tastic. It's hard. Damn it. Like, part of me wants to get both of them. But I don't know. We'll see. And then we're going to do the third Bond, Wall Street. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on Bond fragrances. Maybe it's garbage. Who knows? Where the hell is it? There we go. All right. We're going on the other side. Top of the wrist. We'll read some comments while that airs out a little bit. Damn, it smells good in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Wearing blue electric. Great weekend of sports for me in Texas. Beat Bama. That they did. Dallas killed the Giants. Yeah, I don't think Daniel Jones has gotten off the field yet. New Bond's really nice in my opinion, but then again, I love gourmands. That's what I'm saying. For a gourmand lover, New Bond Street's awesome. Not my brand, very plasticky notes for me. Understandable. I feel like you'll wear George's Gourmand a lot. Well, it's more of an amber fragrance than it's not as gourmand as it was. The original rendition was way, way more honey dominant. Whereas you still get plenty of honey, but now the ambery nuance to it has come in greatly. There's much more of an amber presence to it. So it went from super situational for me to much more wearable fall and winter, which we'll discuss more when the time comes. But it's still going to be a situational fragrance for me. You know, heavy ambers and gourmands are super situational for me. Stay live and wait for the dry. Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I'm not going to stay live and wait for that. It'd be a long time. Wall Street's a no for me. Really? That's familiar. That's super familiar. What does this smell like? This is super familiar. I know this aroma. What is it? Very aromatic, very spicy, like it has an aftershave feel to it. Some green, a little minty green. This is so familiar. Not specific, nothing that I can think of. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, Joe signed back up. Yeah, I see. He's got the member icon. Appreciate that, Joe. Thanks for the insights. Can't wait to smell it. Oh yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm trying not to say too much right now. I mean, I have it right here. This is the final rendition right here. Bottles haven't been filled or anything yet. That's why it's in pre-sale right now. Most Wanted Parfum. Great fragrance, my man. Great fragrance. Wall Street's kind of like a Rolfa to me. I get where you're coming from, but I feel like it's spicier than it is more citrus dominant because Rolfa is very citrus dominant. Just now joining the stream, PDM Sedley. Excellent choice. It will be familiar as compared to something you know. That's what I'm saying. It smells so familiar. Jared for MVP. There you go. Tribeca from Bond number 9. Roll wave. Here we go. Tough loss Saturday. Hopefully Pratt is healthy enough next weekend. It's in the day Detour Noir. Okay, so with that, I have to know, what the hell does Wall Street smell like? Well, what's it similar to? 04. Low rated. Holy crap. Fresh aquatic, synthetic, green, and spicy. Cucumber, ambergris, lavender, vetiver. Millesime Imperial, really? Because if its milestone is similar, then it means Millesime Imperial. Not completely, but I get it. I get it. Because it doesn't really have that melon smell. The cucumber makes sense, though. But spice, I don't see spice in here, but I get plenty of spice. Lavender, yeah, sure. Very aromatic without being super soapy. Like, it has a very fresh and spicy aftershave smell. Very much. Like, I get the Millesime Imperial correlation because when I see milestone right here, obviously that's the correlation. But not completely. Like, Chez Bon is much closer to Green Irish Tweed than this is to Millesime Imperial. It's good, though. Good, not great. This one, I would definitely take Sutton Place over this. This is nice, but super redundant. Because if I'm going to spend this kind of money, I want to limit the redundancy. When it comes to niche, you really want to limit. I mean, with designers, it is what it is. You're going to run into redundancy. With niche, you want to try to limit that as much as you can because the price value is a lot higher. You know, you don't want to spend $200 on a fragrance that you already have a $200 fragrance that smells like it. You know, I mean, I don't have Millesime Imperial, but I got a bunch of fragrances that do smell like it. And it's not one of my favorite scent profiles to where it's something I'm just going to want to reach for a lot. Whereas Silver Mountain Water, which is literally right there, I want to wear it again this week. That's different. If this smelled like a different take on Silver Mountain Water, I would be much more intrigued. Because that DNA is a huge hit in this household. Not just for me, for my wife. 6.5. Better than good. It's good. It's just super redundant and doesn't excite me. It was super familiar from right off the get from first spray. Scroll down a bit. People say Wall Street's also like Millesime Imperial. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, God, I know what this is. It's so familiar. Was not blown away. Sweeter fall and winter designer, floral, some bergamot and woods, but pretty redundant. Seaweed note that might be off-putting. Doesn't smell. Aralfa smells similar to Millesime Imperial to me. See, I get a lot more citrus and a little bit of fresh greens out of Aralfa. But the decan I had was also from like a 2017 bottle, 2016 bottle, something like that. So it might be a little different now. Opened 1 million Parfum over the weekend. Was unsure at first with that sweetness. By the end of the weekend, sun pool time, I'm loving it now. It's become my favorite version of 1 million. It's definitely my wife's favorite. Working in duty-free and perfume, and this brand's very popular. People ask me about it, but not mine. John Newman, 1 million. No, 1 million Parfum that came out in 2020, I believe, is the one that John's talking about. So, yeah, it's okay. Wall Street's okay. Better than good. It's not an average fragrance. It's above average. That's why I say a 6.5. Not special enough for me to buy a bottle. The other two I would rather get a bottle of. Let's try Poets of Berlin from Vilhelm Parfumery, shall we? Vilhelm Parfumery, very artistic most of the time. Faces of Francis, their newest release, I'm a huge fan of. Worn a couple of times since I got it. I got it about a month ago. I've been worn it a few times. Full of aldehydes and saffron, a little bit of pistachio and some woods. Really, really good stuff. So, but London Funk, Very situational. Black citrus, beautiful. Dark mate, herbal, smoky citrus. So I have 3 fragrances from them. I've never tried Morning Chest, their Aventus, as it's known. Haven't tried that, but I've heard there's a bunch of good stuff from the house. So I have high hopes. You know what I mean? Wave off some of that alcohol. A little spicy. Very. A little funky. Not bad. Not in a bad way. It's a little funky, musty type of smell, almost like a clove and citrus. Odd combination. That's what I think immediately when I'm smelling this. Clove and citrus. Fresh and funky. You know, a little funky warm, but citric. Like orange. Possibly some cacao. A little bit of a chocolatey, leathery feel to it. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. This is different, though. It's refreshing. The fragrance itself isn't a refreshing aroma. It's refreshing that it's different because a lot of familiarity with the last fragrance. It smells like Millesime Imperial, right? So not a summer fragrance. Definitely fall appropriate, though. Let's see. Poets of Berlin. This one's the most interesting of the group so far. Whoops. 2017 release. Pretty good rating. Sweet, fruity, gourmand, creamy, green. So what the hell is that little funkiness I'm getting? Because none of that looks like funky notes, right? A little bit of a funk. Not a bad funk. It doesn't smell bad at all. It smells really good. Green iris. I don't know what the hell. This first time in my life I've seen green iris listed. What's different about green iris from typical Florentine iris or orris butter? Double vanilla, sandalwood vetiver, blueberry, and lemon. So not orange. It must be lemon that I'm getting. It doesn't distinctively smell like lemon. Maybe the combination is giving me an orange feel. I don't know. It does smell more like a berry, though, now. It's settling in. So I guess blueberry makes sense. It's not distinctive to where I've been like, ooh, blueberries. Something spicy about this. I get a little bit of a spice to it. Like some of this note breakdown, I don't know if it's just the way it's reacting on my skin or the way this formula and composition comes across to me specifically, because everybody interprets things differently. Your olfactive perception is what I smell and you smell might not be the same thing, even both of us smelling it off of my arm. So I don't know. I'm taking this with a grain of salt here because the way it's coming across to me isn't exactly what I'm reading here on this note breakdown. It is nice that it's different. It's like a 7 out of 10 because the thing that excited me is that it's different, but it doesn't strike me as something I have to have. Honestly, I think I'm going to stick with a 6.5 out of 10 for this one too. Better than good because it's kind of meh on my skin. Like nothing's really standing out to give me some level of excitement, something to be eager to sniff on more. Like it smells nice. And it doesn't smell like any of these other ones or really anything else that I have or that I have smelled in the past. But at the same time, it doesn't excite me. It's all about feeling when you're smelling something. What kind of emotion does it evoke? And this evokes the emotion of, like it smells nice. It smells different, but it doesn't get me excited. Like, ooh, I might need to add this. This isn't one of those moments for me, which is a little disappointing. I got very excited by, I think the one I got the most excited about was New Bond Street. So that should say that's the one. If of these 5 I'm going to buy a bottle, it needs to be New Bond Street. The chocolate, the spicy chocolate gourmand is the one, with Sutton Place being a close second if I want to add another versatile everyday wear, which I very well could. That might end up being the one I buy a bottle of. I don't know. I'm going to marinate on that. I'm not going to just make a gut decision and just go for it after the live stream. But Yeah, I'm going with 6.5 out of 10, back-to-back 6.5s. Even though this wasn't familiar, the last one got a 6.5 for being too familiar and redundant. This, while on the more unique side, vastly more unique than the last fragrance, it just doesn't excite me. And that matters. That matters, at least to me. So let me scroll down. Where was I? 15 bottle haul arrived today. 3 for 3 so far. 12 to go. That's a massive haul. Good God Almighty. Maybe Creed Royal Water. Christmas in September. New Harlem. One of the greatest fragrances ever. I have heard tons of praise on the internet for that one. So I'm not surprised to hear you say that, actually, Rick. Another one wearing Imperium. That's like, you're like the fourth person, I think, in the chat that's wearing Imperium today. It's Imperium Day. Y'all should have let me know. I would have worn Imperium with you guys. I'm wearing the Le Male Le Parfum dupe from Fragrance World, which is phenomenal, by the way. Stronger than I anticipated. It's really accurate, too. I love your impression about notes. Well, thank you very much. Birthday in September, but close. Wow, this is one I love. Dear Polly, room service, and mango skin. Yeah, I've heard great things about mango skin. That's one I need to get my nose on. I was told I would really enjoy that. Just sprayed Kate Alfreson, and it's amazing, the pineapple. That's one of the I highlighted a few fragrances on each shelf as I filmed that video earlier, and that when I got to the Lattafas, that's one of the ones I highlighted. Scent of the day, Missoni Parfum Pour Homme, and after hitting the gym, scent of the evening is going to be Star Walker. Hell yeah, we appreciate you coming. Smash that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Paris Corner Kisa made me go, that's really good. Citrus Floral done right. That's really, really good. That got discussed in the video too. The Vetiver has so many levels of scented molecules, like taste change, smell change. Oh yeah, Vetiver, there's so many different Vetiver oils, and like there's certain Vetivers, like Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver, for example. Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. They used to smell like roach spray on my skin to me. Now I have a bottle of it. And it's still a little funky in the opening, but the dry down's gorgeous. So things change over time as well. Is there a big difference between that site and Fragrantica? Which site? Which site? Oh, Parfumo, talking about. Yeah, for the most part, the reviews written below are pretty genuine and realistic. Even if they're negative, they're like realistic, and it's not just a load of stupid stuff being said. Sometimes I still have to go to Fragrantica, but Parfumo and Eye Fragrance, because Eye Fragrance is mainly for the new releases, but Parfumo and Eye Fragrance are the two main spots I go to, mainly Parfumo, with Fragrantica's if I have no choice kind of thing. Because Fragrantica is not the place it used to be. It's a glorified, hateful subreddit these days. But sometimes, I mean, it's for note breakdowns and accords and stuff like that, and the library overall, it's a good spot. But when you just when you start scrolling down with the smells like section and people writing stuff, it can be a shit show sometimes, man. I would say more than half the time, it's a shit show. There's still plenty of good people on Fragrantica. There's a bunch of crazy people in there too. So that's why I prefer to go to Parfumo. I'm not saying everybody's an angel on Parfumo either, but it's less of it. So I prefer to go there. I'm there for information, you know. Washington Square and Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol's phenomenal. Eau Sauvage Parfum, I guess is what you meant. FOMO Asylums. Cheaper than Fragrance World Imperium. Yeah, man, I bought Kate Alfreson because of you, and already one of my favorites. It's phenomenal. You can wear that one year round too. Aha. Fragadevil. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So we have one left. Roja Parfums Elixir, which is one of the women's releases, but I've been wanting to try this. Love the name, love the bottle, and I know Grace, Justin's wife, is a fan of this one. She's a huge fan of this one. So if Grace gives it praise, it must be pretty good because she's got a really good nose. Now, obviously, everything's subjective, and it's her opinion, but I value her opinion is the moral of this story. So I'm very curious. Heidi's going to love this. There's a downside, okay? I'm going to let my wife smell this after the live stream. She's going to love it. Now I'm going to have to buy a few $100 bottle is the downside because she's going to want this. This is a beautiful, fresh, slightly fruity floral. Fruity floral is her jam. That's her thing. It's her favorite scent profiles are fruity florals. I like certain women's fruity florals for myself. Hence, Body Al Oud Sublime from Lattafa, which is a K. Ali clone. This is elegant. This is not a casual fragrance. It has class and elegance. Very white floral. Smells like some magnolia dominance here. I could be wrong, but it smells like magnolia to me is the main floral here. Spray on your wrist costs $40. Thanks, Roja. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the downside. Like, damn, I know she's going to like this. But that bottle is like $400. La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense. Beautiful, beautiful iris take on the DNA. You're correct about Fragrantica. I saw they had downvoted several fragrances that hadn't been released. That's all the time. Unnecessary hate on the site. Yeah, it's all the time. Hey, RXL's right, guys. it's super. It wasn't necessarily $40 for that spray because it's not $40 for this small 2 ml sample, but it's probably like 15 for 2 ml at least, maybe 20. You know, it's not cheap. It's a little watery. Let's pull up the notes. I'm thinking it's magnolia. Let's see if I was correct. Now, I'm assuming it's this one, not the Essence de Parfum. So it's an 8 out of 10. Floral, fruity, sweet, powdery, creamy. So it's not, but it is an amalgamation. So it smelled like it could have been magnolia. Apparently it's not. That's okay. Bergamot, raspberry, violet, geranium, grass, jasmine, lily of the valley, May rose, peach, heliotrope, ylang-ylang. A lot of flower power right there. Ambrette, which is a musk, has a musky smell. Cashmere wood, cedar wood, cinnamon, iris, more musk. Sandalwood, vanilla, violet leaf. So the violet leaf must be that inherent freshness that I'm getting. Violet leaf can come across metallic. It can come across watery and aquatic. It depends on the oil and the supporting notes blending with it. It's very fresh. It's a very fresh, fruity, floral fragrance, which is why I know my wife is going to love this. I am starting to get some ylang-ylang, though, starting to come in. Ylang-ylang rose. She's really going to like this. Super feminine and girly. Definitely not. It's too feminine for me to wear, but this is right up her alley. This is easily an 8 out of 10. Great fragrance. Easily. She might rate it even higher. Who knows? She might give it a 10. This is going to be her jam. She's going to want a bottle of this. So this bottle, that's probably $400 to $500. Just out of curiosity, let's see what it's going for here. See if they have it. So even from discounters, $302 for a 50 ml. So there you go. So I might have to get it for her, though. I promised her Neroli Portofino as well. So I got 2 really expensive bottles. I don't necessarily have to buy this for her yet. She hasn't smelled it. But there's a real possibility, guys. This is serious. If you want to get that special fragrance for your lady and she likes fruity florals, this is that jam. This is legit. This is incredible. I can't wait to smell this on her. She's going to blow through this sample over the next couple of days. Abso-freaking-lutely. 176, seriously? No way. No way. No way it's 176. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Because it's not the pink bottle. It's not this one. It's not that one. It's probably this one. This one. Yeah, that's not the right one, Rick. That's not the same fragrance. This is a different one. Elixir de Parfum is not the same fragrance. This is just Elixir. This is the 50 ml. Whoops. It's this one. The one you're talking about for 176 is Elixir de Parfum. Elixir Essence de Parfum. Seems to be the same note breakdown. So I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of like the Parfum Colognes where this is the fresher version. Maybe that's the case. Because this is the regular 50 ml. This is the richer one. Because it would say Elixir Essence de Parfum if it was the Elixir Essence. So this is the 50 ml. but it seems to be the same note breakdown. So I guess it's the Parfum Cologne effect, where that's the women's Parfum Cologne line. So maybe I could get away with getting that one. If she likes this and it seems to be the same note breakdown, maybe it's just fresher, which isn't a bad thing. We're in high humidity again. So that might work out. I appreciate you letting me know, Rick. I might have, if she really likes it, I'll get her the Essence de Parfum one. 100 ml, that ain't bad. Oh, so yeah, here's the Parfums 274. I don't like Roja Parfums testers because they don't come with caps. But yeah, there's the 50 ml. That's what we're actually sniffing on right now, is this one. See, later, it doesn't come with a cap. So yeah, if she likes this, which is in my hand, I'll probably get her the Parfum Cologne version. I guess they're calling the Essence de Parfum collection because I don't have any experience with that line. So yeah, easy 8 out of 10. Good stuff. Yeah. We tried MCM Onyx. I have not. Yeah, it's the concentration, 276. Wanted you to smell Edeniste Vetiver Imaginaire. Okay, let's. If that's one of the ones that was written in blue ink, I might not be able to find it because that busted fragrance. The busted fragrance wore a lot of the labels off. It's not that. Is it one of the ones with the handwritten label, Jordan? Because I'll finish on that one if I can find it. Thamine fragrance. Zaharoff golden green. Teeny Awaken, which I already have. I'm looking, my man. Juice Box, Cheeky Smile, that is good stuff. I have one of the Discovery sets. So here's Edeniste Vanille Irresistible. So it must be one that has a handwritten label because this Edeniste. So I'm not going to be able to tell then because all of those, this is the only one that actually has writing on it because most of them look like this. Yeah. Shit. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. It's definitely not that one. Yeah, because they had one after another. That busted sample screwed them up. It's literally, it's all of them except for that one. There's another one. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to hunt that one down if it was one of these. There's another one. Shit. What color is the juice? Is it green? Is it clear? That's not it. That one I can see part of a word, and it's not Vetiver. I don't know. The juice is green. So it must be this one then, huh? Let's see. Hold that thought. Let me adjust the focus, and let's see if you can figure out if this is it or not. Does that look like it would be it? Does that seem right? Yes. Okay. All right. So we figured it out. We found it. This will be the last one we do. We'll go up here on top of the forearm. 2 little sprays. Should be plenty. Oh, that's dense. A lot of bergamot. It smells like a really juicy, thick bergamot. Ooh. Earthy, but quality. It smells like very expensive vetiver. It smells like a very expensive fragrance. It's very regal. Not elegant, but like this is a confidence-inspiring type of aroma. This is a suit and tie kind of thing. This isn't a casual vetiver. This isn't fresh, soapy, woodsy type of stuff. This is a little earthy and dirty, but quality. When it's quality, I can do earthy and dirty. Super woody and a little, it has that, like I said, that dirty smell to it. It's earthy. It's very earthy. And there's a little bit of a creaminess hanging in the background, kind of like there might be some sandalwood. Because it's very woodsy. And if I'm guessing the citrus, it smells like bergamot to me. It's got a green, juicy feel to the top. This is a suit and tie fragrance through and through. This is not a t-shirt fragrance at all. This is, like I said, elegance isn't the word I'm looking for. Class isn't the word I'm looking for. I think professional is more of the word I'm looking for. I think regal really suits it's a good descriptive word for this scent profile. It's very regal, luxurious, if you will. It's not for those that like to wear a lot of designers. Like there's more appeal to an enthusiast, a perfume lover, if you will. It smells like oranges to my nose. It smells a little green to me. William Regal, exactly. Speaking of, Omas, give my love to William Regal. In the Florida heat, it just shines. Okay, well, let's pull up this note breakdown and see what we're working with here, shall we? So let me go back up. Edeniste, okay. Edeniste, where's your comment? Vetiver Imaginaire. So it just recently came out. Oh, so it is grapefruit and oranges. Why does it smell green to me? That's kind of strange. It smells, maybe it's me. I don't know. Freesia Jasmine Rose, Amber Cedarwood Haitian Vetiver Musk. So it's got a little bit of a creaminess on my skin. The florals are definitely coming out fast, in a hurry. Like it didn't get any floral in the opening. Still smells very regal. That's the word. That's the word I'm sticking with for this one. Very much I keep wanting to say classy, but more of a serious fragrance, I think, is the way I'll put it. Best intro ever, William Regal's He's a Man. How about t-shirt with a suit and tie? So you're not wearing a tie with a t-shirt, Joe, but nice try. I got to say that earthy feel that I was getting is pretty much gone. It has transitioned into more of a creamy floral and woody fragrance. I got dirty and citric in the top, very earthy feel, and it changed like a drastic 180. That makes sense. It definitely makes sense. My favorite WWE intro is The Ultimate Warrior. It's a creamy floral now. That's crazy how heavily it transitioned. It's not a subtle change and a subtle nuance. It has changed greatly. I keep picturing that blue suit and him wearing this. I keep picturing this, this attire with this fragrance. It screams you to me. Like I keep getting the visual of the picture I used of you in the thumbnail. Funny, right? But that's the visual I keep getting is you in the suit, the blue suit with this doing PR for WWE. That's what I get. That's the visual I keep getting. Yes, easily one of my best finds this year. There you go. Here's a better question. Is it in your bag now? For those of you that don't know, he's on an airplane right now, traveling, doing live events. He's on a circuit. He's working. That's why he's not able to be on here with me talking about it. I would have loved to have had Jordan on here. Just duty calls. You know, he travels. And that's a good pair suit with fragrance for sure. I mean, I kept getting the visual of him in the blue suit that I used for the thumbnail. And I was trying to avoid showing that comparison, but that's all I can continue to think is it smells like something that visually I envision him enjoying and wearing with that attire. It's a serious fragrance. The profile has a presence to it. This man is 7'4" and has a presence to him, you know, so it all makes sense. That's why I couldn't help but show the picture of him. Like, this is what I'm visualizing while I smell this fragrance. I can't help it. Not this weekend. So all good. Do you have any idea about Hez Parfums Bourbon Street? No, I do not. Went through half the bottle this summer. That's impressive because you have about 400 fragrances, 300 to 400. You have a pretty sizable collection. For those of you that are interested in seeing his collection, definitely check out the live stream we did together where he showed us his collection. So yeah, it's quite impressive. I could see why you enjoy this one. Visually, it seems like something you would enjoy. And based off the things you've told me about your taste and some of your favorites that you pointed out when you went over your collection with us, it makes sense that you enjoy this one. This is another one. This is an easy 8 out of 10. It's not my favorite of the 6, but it's close because this is something I would wear. This is something I would wear over Sutton Place because it's more interesting. It's more the floral dominance as it's transitioned is what won me over. The opening wasn't winning me over. It was interesting. It had a presence. Like I was saying, it has a strong presence to it. But the transition to the creamy floral heart is what captivated me personally, which made it take second place of these 6 fragrances that we've sniffed in this live stream. So my number 1 is still, where's it at? Where the hell is it? There we go. New Bond Street. I think that's the one I want a bottle of. My second favorite being Edeniste Vetiver Imaginaire, I think is number 2 in this video. Then Sutton Place being number 3. So that's my top 3 for what we've smelled here today. Tomorrow, I mean, we're just chop it up for a few more minutes. I'm not shutting it down yet. But tomorrow, I was just going to do a random live Q&A, but I will pick some more out the bag and do tomorrow. Because if I was to just sit here and go through, we'd be here till tomorrow if I was to do all of these. So we'll pick another 5 or 6 to do tomorrow for the live stream. So I'll just put these right there to the side for now. But Jordan, Omas, thank you very, very much. You're providing quite the level of live stream content for the channel, and I greatly appreciate that, my friend. It's way, way more than I was expecting, because for those of you that watched the live stream we did together, he said he was going to send me some stuff to try, and he went above and beyond. There's a lot. There's a lot right there. Forbidden Door, Omas versus Satnam Singh. Yeah, I don't know if WWE is going to be taking part in any of these AEW pay-per-views anytime soon. Maybe over Vince McMahon's dead body. So, and even then, Triple H takes public shots all the time at AEW. So I just don't see that happening. Competition's good. You know, competition's good. Argos, good to see you. Argos, did I miss Christian in the chat? Is Christian somewhere in the chat and I didn't see him? Nah, yeah, he knows what's up. He's on the inside. That shit ain't gonna happen. Shout out to Omos, Ross, Jared in the chat. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Argos in the house. Cheers, mate. So I missed Christian. I didn't see him anywhere. Why is it not showing up? That's weird, guys. Like, I don't see Christian anywhere. You know, I'm seeing Argos in the chat. I'm looking on YouTube now, too. I don't know what's up. I don't know why you guys are seeing him and I'm not. That's kind of strange. But, yeah, okay. Looking forward to reviews on Omas Taste on fragrances. So, where... Like y'all was saying hi to Christian. I don't see the Argos profile or Christian. I don't see it anywhere. Argos with the wave. Okay, here we go. All right, my apologies, Christian. I'm just scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, where the hell is he? Everybody's saying hello. Looking forward to Thursday's stream for sure. I believe my package will be here tomorrow, which gives me a few days to sniff on all 4 creations, so I know what he's talking about when he's walking us down the path on the creative process. So I can't wait to see these plates on these bottles. Those of you familiar with Argos, you know that's works of art. They're all hand-painted. So I'm quite excited to check these out. Not going to lie, really, really excited about trying for Bacchus Extrait. So YouTube bugs out sometimes. Cameron, good to see you. Yeah, he was in earlier, too far up the chat. Scroll back. Yeah, I found him. Yeah, it's got stars and hearts. Yes, he was. Argos was right below RXL. Yeah, I found it. I appreciate you guys' help, though. Came late to the stream wearing evening Mystique. Shout outs to Omas. Hell yeah, man. Love from Saudi Arabia. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming and hang out with us for a little bit. Rocking Argos today and tomorrow. I enjoy these live streams. I discover some really interesting fragrances. I appreciate the content. Well, I appreciate you being here, Matt. Again, Jordan, Omas, thank you so much for sending these my way. We're an hour and 11 minutes. We'll go ahead and shut it down. Like I said, we'll pick another 5 or 6 out the bag tomorrow for the live stream. Because Wednesday, obviously, we don't stream on Wednesdays unless I have something going on for the weekend. So no stream Wednesday. Then Thursday, I have Christian on here. We're going to be talking about the 4 new releases from Argos. And then I don't have anything lined up Friday. So we might go back to the bag again on Friday. We might do 3 streams out of this. And look at him. I'll send some more. Jesus Christ. So we're going to get a lot of live stream content out of Omas. Thank you so much for your generosity for the channel. Looking forward to seeing what storylines you're going to be as we move towards Survivor Series and on into Royal Rumble WrestleMania season, which is not far away, guys, for you wrestling fans. That is not far away. My man needs a big storyline leading into the Rumble because you know it's going to be the whole big man Rumble thing. Oh, my pick's Omas. They're not going to be. I can hear Corey Graves now. Explain to me, Cole, how are they going to get him out there? I can hear it all playing out now. And it's going to take 7 people to eliminate him and the usual big man Royal Rumble stuff. So I can't wait to see that for you, my man. But I'm looking forward to some storylines with you. I'm hoping whenever you get a little free time, let me know, and we can do another fragrance stream together, my man. Yeah, you know what it is. You've been in the Royal Rumble a few times now. It's the big man. You are the big man, so you get to be the big man in the Royal Rumble. But hey, you're still very young, my man. You're gonna win a Rumble. I don't know if it's gonna be the plans for this year, but you're going to get a Royal Rumble win within the next 5 years. Mark my words. WWE loves their generational giants. You know. Don't forget Fastlane pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm talking about the big name pay-per-views. You know, Survivor Series. Then we go into Royal Rumble. Like they have the big 4: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. That's your big 4 pay-per-views. So, and then I guess Crown Jewels technically makes it a big 5 because that's a big deal for WWE, you know. So tomorrow it is finalized. Tomorrow, indeed, it is on the 12th. So interesting to see the way things are going to play out. But again, Jordan, thank you very much for doing this, my man. I appreciate that. Like I said, tomorrow we'll grab some more out the bag. Thank you everybody that came. Welcome to the new members, the renewals, all that good stuff for the channel membership. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. For those of you that haven't checked out today's review on the brand new Boss Bottled Elixir, make sure to check out that video if you're interested. Just to let you guys know, it is one of the best designer releases of the year, in my opinion. If you like incense, it's one you're going to want to try when it becomes more readily available in the States. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Oh, collection video tomorrow.